lines of this edition, proposals on the project of flood control, enhancing adaptability to climate change, combining urban embellishment of Cần Thơ City. City leaders visited and learned about production and business activities in Cần Thơ Suburb District. Cần Thơ University just cooperated with Huế Central Hospital to successfully operate on patients with a tumor in the spinal canal outside the spinal cord. Hello, it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On April 5th morning, the Permanent Board of Cần Thơ City Party Committee met to listen to the People's Committee of the City reporting proposals on the project of flood control, enhancing adaptability to climate change, combining urban embellishment of Cần Thơ City.
The project of flood control, enhancing adaptability to climate change, combined with urban embellishment of Cần Thơ City, has a flood-proof area of about 2,770 hectares. It is bordered to the east by Khai Luang Canal and National Highway 91, on the west by Highway 91B, on the north by Tranok River and Nguyễn Viết Xuân Street, south of Alley 91. The project is expected to be implemented in the period of 2024-2030. The project is expected to be formulated according to two plans, differing only in the scope of site clearance of two embankment routes. Option 1 has a length of about 5,570 meters, a total investment of nearly 4,360 billion Vietnamese stone. Option 2 is 350 meters long, with a total investment of nearly 4,890 billion Vietnamese stone. The proposed capital is used from the central budget surplus. In the period of 2021-2026, the government plans to borrow ODA capital and then re-grant it to the city. At a meeting, delegates focused on assessing the situation of flooding in the inner city, as well as the urgency to expand the flood protection area. From there, discuss and propose solutions to implement the project effectively.
On April 4th afternoon, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Nguyễn Văn Hiếu and Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Hè and representatives of some units of the city visited and learned about production and business activities in Cần Thơ Suburb District. At each destination, businesses briefly report on the operational results of their units in the first quarter of 2024. In addition to the achieved results, enterprises also reflected on the difficulties such as the global economic recession affecting production and business activities, fractured global supply chains, and the increasing price of input materials. At the same time, they proposed the city solve problems related to capital sources, invest in synchronous infrastructure, bridges and roads, stretching the riverbed, among others. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu said that the city would synthesize and record all opinions of enterprises, especially on capital and land, and then work with relevant parties to remove difficulties for enterprises. On education, representatives of Tân Cảng, Mekong Delta Branch, Saigon, Newsport Corporation, Limited Liability Company signed cooperation agreements with companies related to the provision of logistics services, international or domestic freight forwarding transport. On April 5th morning, Secretary Nguyễn Văn Hiếu had a meeting with leaders of the Department of Labor and Families and Social Affairs on the implementation of political tasks and party building work in the first quarter of 2024.
Leaders of the Department of Labor and Social Affairs reported, analyzed, evaluated, and clarified the achieved and unachieved results, causes, and directions for the implementation of tasks in the coming time. Facing difficulties in job creation, Secretary Nguyễn Văn Hiếu requested the department to advise the city to arrange the vocational education network, improve the quality of vocational training associated with the labor market, strengthen orientation and advise employees to choose occupations suitable to their qualifications, focus on labor exports.
Also on April 4th, the delegation of Cần Thơ City Party Committee headed by Secretary Nguyễn Văn Hiếu came to work with the Party Committee of Cần Thơ University of Medicine and Pharmacy. Speaking at the meeting, Secretary Nguyễn Hiếu appreciated the achievements recorded by the Party Committee of Cần Thơ University of Medicine and Pharmacy over the past time, while asking the university dedicate enthusiasm and proper investment to build a smart university model. For hospitals, the school needs to research, invest in modern equipment, provide high-quality services. On to the news, on April 5th morning, Vietnam Phát and French Committee of Cần Thơ City organized the Social Criticism Conference on the draft resolutions of the City People's Council and the draft decision of Cần Thơ City People's Committee.
The conference focused on researching, discussing, and commenting on 4 draft resolutions of the City People's Council and 3 draft decisions of the City People's Committee. In the morning, delegates heard from the authorities presenting areas related to priority policy mechanism for development of Vinh District under the charge of the Department of Planning and Investment, regulations on classification and management of domestic solid waste, the collection, transportation, and treatment of bulky waste of household and individuals, the assignment of responsibility for waste management, and the implementation of incentives for waste management activities implemented by the Department of Natural Resources and Environment, revenues and rates for services of educational activities outside tuition fees at public educational institutions under the Department of Education and Training. The majority of comments assessed that it's necessary to promulgate these regulations.
Cần Thơ City Department of Home Affairs on April 5th morning held a conference to review task performance in the first quarter and outline tasks in the second quarter of 2024. Up to now, the Home Affairs Sector is focused on ensuring the progress of administrative reform tasks, advised the establishment of the city's administrative reform inspection team in 2024, and advised the City People's Committee to arrange and consolidate the organization of apparatus, while submitting to the City People's Committee the scheme on arrangement of commune-level administrative units in the period of 2023-2025. In the second quarter, the department continues to advise on the arrangement and consolidation of the organization of the apparatus according to resolutions number 18, 19, and conclusion number 50. Arrange public non-business units continue to implement downsizing in the period of 2022-2026 according to the roadmap. At the same time, urge localities and units to urgently complete the scheme on job placement, the structure of the cadre of civil servants and public employees according to professional titles. On April 4th afternoon, the Permanent Board of the Ho Chi Minh Youth Unions of Cần Thơ City and Ho Chi Minh City organized the signing of the program to coordinate the organization of the activities to accompany employment, economic development, and programs, campaigns, and voluntary movement social security activities.
The contents of the coordination agreement for the period of 2024-2027 between the 2 units include organizing activities to accompany career, employment, economic development, introductions, career guidance, job creation, technology transfer in high-tech agriculture, cultivation and animal husbandry to provinces in the Mekong Delta, the journey of young volunteer intellectuals and volunteer programs, campaigns and movements, social security activities, organize the building of the youth union through exchange activities to share experiences, skills, and transfer of effective operating models. The activity aims to strengthen coordination and facilitate exchanges of experiences in the work of the unions between the 2 units, thereby promoting the volunteer, proactive, and creative spirit of youth union members, contributing to economic and social development in disadvantaged areas of the Mekong Delta provinces and Ho Chi Minh City. On this occasion, the Youth Union of Ho Chi Minh City awarded the project Lighting Up the Country Road worth about 130 million Vietnamese đồng to the Youth Union of Cần Thơ City.
Nam Cần Thơ University has cooperated with Huế Central Hospital to successfully operate on patient Nguyễn Văn Đi, 46 years old, living in Bạc Liêu province, with a tumor in the spinal canal outside the spinal cord of the spine. Patient D was admitted to Nam Cần Thơ University Hospital with inability to work, urination disorders, Doctors diagnosed the patients with a very dangerous tumor in the spinal canal outside the spinal cord, requiring prompt surgery. The surgical team, including doctors of Cần Thơ University Hospital and experts at Huế Central Hospital, quickly carried out the surgery. After more than 3 hours of surgery, the entire tumor was removed, safely protecting the spinal cord structure and nerve roots for the patients. After 6 days of surgery, the patient's survival indicators are stable and is instructed to practice rehabilitation to improve movements up to lower extremities. If updated with a forecast, also up this edition of continues. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, kênh.tv.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.